It's week 1 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Commanders and the Eagles, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the series of the new year.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that putting it in my head and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Trent, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wood. Second and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wood. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross. Steps away to his left.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. He'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Palmer. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they go. Palmer. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Palmer. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 25. They'll go to the air here on third and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash, this from 48. McPherson's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now he steps away. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd down, it's Palmer. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Palmer, and he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover.
Under pressure, they got him again. And going to books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws. And here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Commanders are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll drop to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Up the middle they go. It's Palmer. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wood. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll throw now on the final play. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're going to run the read option. interception, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Palmer, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Russell, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
He's going to keep this again.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles.
The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Well, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Palmer, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Russell, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. That's Wood.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Now back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Looking to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Looking for London on the out route complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. But I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here.
Into the hands of London.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
26-yard line.
Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And caught by London.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Fielded at about the 28.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Washington,
hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara